Hi guys. Hi Suparna. Hi Jaikar. Hi Srivasa, Sachin,
Hey, hello everyone.
Patan, Amanullah Patan. Yeah. So Rahul. So we'll start session in a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, if anyone have a questions or doubts, maybe we can discuss here too. And Shan sir will join and he will take care about entire class. Hi Srikant. Okay. Guys, anyone have any questions? Okay. So we can continue, sir. Shan sir.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Hey, hi everyone. Good evening, guys. Can you please confirm, guys? Can you able to hear me? I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you, Sean.
Okay, great, great. So, guys, we just wait for 2 more minutes, guys. We will see, if someone is going to join, and then, we will proceed with our today's session. Okay, I think like we have everyone guys who have joined for the session. Good. So let's kickstart the session guys for today. So we will do a small basic exercise guys today, right? So today our agenda is quite simple. We will try to know each and everyone like who have joined for the classes, what is their basic background, and we will try to understand what is the key difference between SREs and DevOps, right? What are the different roles that we are covering as part of this course? Means like after you join this course, after you learn everything as part of this course, now what are the key benefits that you are going to gain? What are the different positions that we are going to have in the market? How you guys are going to go and apply different roles and what is the responsibilities? We will try to cover as much as possible as part of in today's session. Okay, so now what I will do is like I will call one by one. So I will randomly pick couple of you. Okay, so where I just need to feed only two details guys. So I just need, if you guys are already working, so if you are working, then let me know your domain. So your current domain. So when I say like a current domain, it's like whether you are a developer or you are a tester or you are an let's say like a QA engineer or you are a data engineer. So what exactly you are. Now the second thing is like if you are not working, then you can tell me that you are a fresher and you can tell me your year of passed out. So which year that you are passed out, let's say like a 2019, 2020, or you are a fresher. Literally when you say like a fresher, you are a real fresher, like you are passed out of a 2025 or 2024. So like that you can tell me, right? So we are going to get a good outcome guys out of this end-to-end conversation. So just make sure that you guys are trying to understand the essence of it. Like if you are working, just tell me the domain, in which domain that you are currently working. If you are not working, you can tell me as a fresher, but tell me the year of passed out, right? Which year that you have completed your graduation. Okay, so these two informations we will try to collect. Okay, I will start with one by one guys. So let me start with Suparna Babu. Hey, hi Suparna, good evening.
Yeah, good
Can you able
evening,
to
sir.
hear?
Actually,
Yeah, go ahead Suparna, I can hear you.
so I am currently working as a BI developer. I am
BA
holding
developer.
5 years of experience.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, good to know. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with Srivastava. Srivassa. Sorry.
Hi,
Hi,
sir. Good
Srivassa.
evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm a BTech graduate and I passed out with a computer science background in the year 2021. Post that,
2021.
I joined a startup as a fresher. Then I initially joined as a QA automation engineer. Currently,
Okay.
I'm working for another startup. Here, initially, I was joined as a junior developer, but now I'm currently into support.
You are in support. That's nice, sir. Good to know. Good to know. So now you're no more a fresher, right? You're a
No,
QA engineer, basically.
Yeah, you can say that. I
Okay.
have a certification in AWS, but my
Uh,
I couldn't grow in that field. I
I
did not
understand.
get much
I
chance to work on AWS or cloud side.
good. Srivastava. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's go with the Sachin. Hi, Sachin. Good evening. Can you able to hear us, Sachin? Sachin Dhane. That's great. We'll go with Tanush. Hi, Tanush. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Fine. Hey,
Uh,
Tanush. Good. Yeah, good, Tanush.
so I'm working for Middleware Technologies for 5 years.
Middleware.
Yeah,
Good. So you deal
that's
with
your,
Tomcat, Apache, WebSphere,
yeah,
JBoss,
exactly.
and WebLogic, all these things, Tanush?
That's right. Yes, yes.
Very nice, very nice. Good to know. Good to know. Thanks,
Okay.
Tanush. Fine. We will go with Pathan. We have Pathan.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Amanullah. Yeah, Amanullah.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. I am BTech graduate from computer science, and
Hmm.
recently I'm passed out this year, 2025.
Okay. Good. Good to know, Amanullah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for letting me know. Good. Let's go with Rahul. Hi, Rahul. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Uh, I have a 5 year experience of the Windows Server and currently my company is using the AWS and Intune and Azure.
Intune.
So I have a basic idea of the Azure because I have no multiple rights to access the Azure. But I have a basic task performing like a VM start and off only.
I understand. I understand. Well, you're just managing the servers. That's it, right? You're
Yeah,
not
I have
building or
managing
not
the only
automating.
services because our US team is managing all the development things.
Yeah, yeah. I think you have to come out of Rahul. I don't see, the future growth for you in that company anymore.
I hope. I think
Good.
it's
Good, Rahul. Good. Yeah.
thank you.
We have Rutuja. Hi, Rutuja.
Yeah, hi. I'm working in production support. I have 3 years of experience that.
Okay. Okay. Good to know, madam. Thank you. Okay. Then who else we have? We have Setu Prasad. Setu Prasad left. Okay. I'll go with Saurabh. Hi, Saurabh. Can you hear us?
Hi, hi. Yes,
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
please tell me.
working that Godrej company in cloud assistant manager. So total of experience is 7 years.
Okay. Are you into sales?
No, IT in IT.
In IT? Huh. What do you deal there, Saurabh? Just
I
curious.
sorry.
What is your domain? I mean, like you tell me like you're working for a Godrej company, right?
Yeah, IT domain, but cloud support.
Cloud support. That's interesting. That's interesting. Good
Yeah,
to know. Good. Good, Saurabh. Thank you.
yeah. Thanks.
Nice. We'll go with the Kiran. Hi, Kiran Kumar. Good evening. Can you share your experience with us?
Hello. Yeah, hi. Very good evening, one and all. I am Kiran. I have about 10 years of experience working in IT, and my major skill set includes Azure Cloud. I have experience on Azure Cloud and working as a DevOps engineer as well. A bit into SRE as well, not fully, but yeah, a bit into SRE as well. My major includes Azure IaaS, PaaS services, automation using the ARM templates, IAC, bicep, etc.
So you are familiar with AWS and open source DevOps as well, Kiran? Like you know how to integrate with working with open source Kubernetes
Not much
platform and
on
Docker.
AWS.
Mhm. That's okay. That's good. Good to know. Thanks, Manoj. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kiran, thank you. Kiran. Yeah, we'll go with Manoj. Hi, Manoj. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with Sriram. Hi, Sriram. Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Sriram. I am not working. Currently, I am learning cloud technologies, and that's all.
Year of passport, please, Sriram.
I have more than 10 years experience.
You have experience, but right now you're not working. Earlier
Not
you
work.
worked as?
Yes, in a different field.
Okay. 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 I'll say like a fresher to IT. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool then. Yeah. Thanks, Sriram. We have Swaraj. Hi, Swaraj. Good evening.
Hi sir, my name is Suraj. I am a BTech student pursuing second year.
That's interesting. Swaraj, just curious to know, like, who have suggested you to learn this platform? Or
Sir,
you're just
anyone
learning
is
just on
not.
the.
Sir, when I am scrolling the Instagram, I get to know about the KSR data vision. I am very curiosity to what are the things that you are learning. Uh, just I came to uh, grab some knowledge on your platform, sir. That's why I was joined.
That's a good move, Swaraj. That's a good move, right? It's actually a good thinking that you're using the social media in the right way. I should really appreciate.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah, it will be great asset if you can learn this platform. Okay, If you start now, most probably by complete your BTech, you will be getting a job.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that's for sure. Keep it up, man.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good to see.
Thank you, sir.
Nice. Okay, we have Mohan. Hi, Mohan. Good evening.
Hi, sir. I am Mohan Bila. I work for Sub Engineering Center in Hyderabad. I am basically handling the digital SRE function in SAP. I have around 20 years of experience.
You have 12 years of experience, Mohan.
20 years of 20, but still want to
20.
know. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say like you are working as an SRE, right? You're handling the physical infrastructure.
Yeah. So my team completely handles end to end of our the digital platform called SubStudio platform. So yeah, it's basically on Azure cloud, and we have our own custom built CI/CD pipeline, and I mean enterprise-wide defined pipeline. They have various patterns that they have defined for various technologies. We tend to use those patterns. Yeah, I have a basic understanding. Maybe once we are into management, right? Some of the concepts are lost. So I thought that.
Very nice,
Yeah,
very nice. So now you want to grab the hands-on experience. That's the reason you're joining this.
I am doing small things, but yeah, trying to be with young people would always keep us motivated and learn.
Right?
Yeah.
That's nice, one. That's nice. I like the way the competitive spirit that you have. It's very nice. No, that's good. Good, good to see.
Thank
Very
you.
rare to see people like you. Okay, that's nice. So we have Shri Bishri. I'm so sorry if I pronounced it wrongly. Hi, Shri.
Sorry, my name is Krishna Prasad. So I'm
Okay. Okay.
basically I need
Yeah,
to
Krishna, please go ahead.
rename my ID. So so I'm from Chubb Engineering Center. I work for Chubb Engineering Center. So I'm also I'm a part of SRE team. So Mohan just now he spoke. He's my AVP. So I'm into his team. So we do some sort of SRE act. Yeah.
So generally, what do you guys do? You just do the monitoring, building automation, CI/CD, everything you do it, or you just to monitor the systems and then create
No,
some
we also
dashboarding.
do the automations. So whenever we get an opportunity, like we'll see wherever there is an opportunity to do the automation, we'll do that. Yeah, we also do automations. Yeah, I'm from a backend developer. So from last 2 years, I'm into SRE.
Okay. How large your infrastructure is?
Sorry?
How big is your infrastructure? How many servers you have? What sort of bandwidth?
It's all on cloud.
Yeah.
It's all on cloud, Mohan.
Yeah, it is
So
on
everything is
cloud
on Azure.
Kubernetes, right? Yeah, it's on Azure and it's on Kubernetes. Certain components are on using app services. Certain components use K8s on Azure. So, and depending on what microservice, depending on the load of the microservice, the number of pods and everything are again not consistent across, but depending on the load and everything, it varies from.
That's nice. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good, guys. Good. Nice to see you. Okay, we have SJ. May I know who's this SJ? Okay, I'll go with Priyanka. Hi, Priyanka. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. I'm currently working as a PL/SQL developer, and I'm very new to cloud.
Okay. Good, madam. Good to know. No problem. SQL. Okay, we have Setu Prasad. Hi, Setu Prasad. Good evening.
Hi.
Yeah, Prasad.
Hello.
You currently working somewhere?
Yeah, I last joined 3 months back. So
Okay. Sorry to hear.
so I worked for 10 months. So starting for 1 year, I worked in a support team, and later I got a chance and worked with the Python.
Okay, so now you're currently working as a, or you were previously working as a Python developer. Did I understood
Yes.
correctly, Prasad?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good to know, Prasad. Thank you. So we have Teja. Hi, Teja. Good evening.
Yeah, hi sir, good evening sir. And yeah, come to me and I completed my BTech graduation this year 2025 and I also have some experience. I mean, I just completed my course AWS services in some one institute and I just want to know what is the DevOps and SRE sir.
Hmm. Okay, you're most interested on the difference part, huh?
Yes.
That's good. Good to know. That's fine. So right now you're searching for a job, right? What is your year of passed out?
Yes sir, this year 2025 sir.
Oh, 22. Okay, you're fresher. Very nice, sir.
25.
Very nice.
Yes sir, for sure.
Good, sir. Good to know. Good to know. So you learned only AWS, but you don't know what is a DevOps, how to work with it,
Yeah,
microservices,
I
server
mean,
platform services.
I just have a very basic knowledge on DevOps, sir. I just know, I mean, I know what are the tools that are used in the DevOps. That's it, sir. But I don't know how they are implemented through in the project and all this.
The implementation part. So hands-on part you
Yes,
don't
sir.
know, but you just learned
Yes, sir.
what is AWS.
Yes,
You
sir.
learned about EC2, VPC, and then S3,
Yes, yes, yes,
RDS,
sir. I just
compute
completed all
services,
the
and then
services.
that's it.
Yes, sir.
But integration part, how do we integrate? How do we maintain, manage, configure, build, deploy, and architecture,
Yes, sir.
design? All these things you are not aware, right?
Yes, sir. I'm just not
No,
familiar with these things.
no problem. No problem. I got you. We go with Bharat. Hi, Bharat. Good evening. Fine. Let's go with Saikar. Hi, Saikar. Okay. Last.
Hi,
Yeah.
good evening.
Hey, hi. Yeah, madam. Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
So currently I'm working as a production supporter. I'm very new to the DevOps. Like I just know what is DevOps, but not knowing deep. So
Good, madam.
like
Good.
I
No
just
problem.
want
Thank you
to.
so much.
I'm just interested.
Great. Great to know. Hi, Ajay. Good evening. Can you able to hear me, Ajay? Okay, great, guys. First of all, I would like to appreciate each and everyone, for coming forward and answering the question, right? So even though the question is quite simple, guys, right? What are you right now, right? So in front of you, you have the existing IT profiles, guys. Like you can see, like we are having someone who is coming from development background. We have someone who is coming from production support background. We have someone really coming and currently working as an SREs. They are part of the classes. We have people who are currently working in a cloud platform. They are part of the classes, right? And if you see, we do have a middleware team who is part and parcel of our class today. We have a QA engineers, we have a testing engineers, we have a freshers, we have Windows administrators, and then we have Python developers, and then we have a production support engineers, right? See, right now, if you properly observe what is happening guys here. So here, if you clearly see, literally this entire screen covers 70% of your IT skills, guys. Right? See, generally what happens is like when students are coming for a classes like this, like how you guys are joined today, right? See, generally student mindset, even if I am joining any such kind of a sessions, right, my mindset will be always thinking, am I joining the right course? See, I am coming from so and so background. See, I am coming from production support background. Is this a DevOps is going to help me, or is this SRE platform is going to help me? So this guy is telling multi clouds and all. Is this really going to be helpful for me? So some students, they will carry a simple question with them saying like, okay, after I complete this course, really, is this guy is going to cover everything, whatever is required for me to be called as a DevOps engineer with the cloud knowledge? Can I go and can I hit the market? Can I get a job? Now, few students will have a new questioners in their mind like, okay, how deep this guy is going to teach the platform, or how deep this course is going to go. Now, am I the only person who is joining this course from the entirely a different background? Or am I going to have many minds who are coming from entirely different background and all the minds are joining together to learn this platform? So now guys, if you see the questionnaire is here, right? See, all these all are the different questions, guys, where students carry along with them. Where students go ahead and they carry along with them whenever they are joining any course, right? See, 30 to 40% students, they will be living with the confusion, saying like, am I joining the right course? Is this course is useful for me? Okay, after completing this course, am I going to get a job or not? Is it sufficient enough for me to crack a interview after completing this course? Is this guy is going to teach me right technology or not? Right? All these are all the bit ambiguous, bit more confusing things for a student, right? So let's take a one by one questionnaires, guys. Since this is a first class and since this is an introduction class, I want to give you a full blown clarity that what exactly you guys are going to learn as part of this course. So you should be knowing it, then only you can take a strong decision. Okay, I will ensure like you guys are taking a strong decision after we complete today's session. Okay, now the first question which we need to know is like, are you guys are joining a right course for your right growth or not? Answering this question, answer is yes. You are not only the person who is coming from entirely different technical background, means you might be coming from a development, you might be coming from support, you might be coming from network, you might be coming from a fresher background, you might be coming as a cloud engineer background, or you might be coming as an architect background. Whomever you are, end of the day, one day will come in your entire career where you have to learn DevOps. Rather than you wait for that day which is going to come, treat that day as a today and learn this platform. One of the key factor that you guys need to keep it in mind is this is the only domain which will give you enough salary in terms of job opportunities, in terms of on-site opportunities, and in terms of technical things. You don't need to learn any programming here. You don't need to learn Java, React.js, AngularJS, Python, Spring Boot, whatever the programming related things that are there in the market. You don't need to learn anything in this course. But at the same time, you have to learn the scripting, which I will teach you end to end from the scratch, where you don't need to worry. So now answering your first question, are you guys are joining the right course or not? Yes, you guys are joining the right course, because this is the course which is going to give you good future. Any platform, whatever you take in the market, whether it is a developer, it is a tester, it is a data engineer, it is a data scientist, it might be your futuristic AI engineers, it might be your futuristic prompt engineers, it might be your futuristic platforms, whatever it might be, the future, your future runs on cloud. Always think in this way, guys. Without cloud, there is no future for the IT. Whatever the technology trending, it might come in the market. End of the day, that all the trends should run on cloud. As long as we have a cloud, we need DevOps engineers. The fundamental thing that you need to keep it in your mind is, as long as you have cloud, you are going to have a requirement of DevOps engineers there. Means instead of you run for a domain which is going to take so much time. Let's say like you want to become a data scientist. Let's say like you want to become a data scientist. If you want to become a data scientist, then what, guys? You need to know the programming. You need to know the SQL. You need to know Java. You need to know PySpark. You need to know data processing. You need to know cloud. See, end of the day, where you landed on cloud. Let's say like you want to go as a data engineer. If you want to go to a data engineering platform, then what? You need to know the programming, you need to know the databases, you need to know the data bricks, you need to know the cloud again. Again, you will be landing on cloud, because entire data engineering is going to run on cloud platforms. Let's say like you want to become a full stack developer. So you might be thinking like, I'll become a full stack developer, where you're going to learn Java in the backend. In the front end, you will be learning your React.js. And then, for the API integrations, you will be learning your APIs. And then for the backend data storing, you're going to learn a database. And the end of the day, where is your entire application is going to learn? Your entire application runs on cloud. Again, you will land on learning cloud. So here, what I mean to tell you guys is like, wherever you go, your ultimate stop is cloud. So since you guys are going to start a new career, whatever you guys are right now, right, you want to start a new learning path. So what am I telling you is like, do not waste time on other domains and then later realize that no, I took a wrong decision of choosing this domain. I would have gone to cloud itself earlier. So instead of you realize after 6-7 months, I'm asking you to realize that today you took a good decision of learning this platform. Right now, we will take the next question. The next question is like, is this guy is going to cover in depth about our end-to-end learning path? Right, guys, I will walk you through like what is your learning path, how your learning path is going to be. Okay, so in terms of your learning path, guys, each and everything will be properly designed, and then each and everything will be properly delivered in terms of architecture for you. When I say like an architecture, right, see, end of the day, the key difference that what you need to carry is architectures, because you guys are going to go to the industry as a real DevOps engineer, as a real SRE, as a real cloud engineer. You're going to hit the market. When you are going, imaginary things are not going to work. The only things which are going to work is practical things. So now if you want to reach out to practical things, you need to design the architecture. So throughout this course, taking from a small topic to your end-to-end project implementation, everything will be taught to you in terms of an architecture. How do we design? Where do we go? How the integrations are going to be? How the platform related things are going to be done? How the automation is going to be implemented? Everything, proper architectures for each and every topic. Whatever I am going to teach you in this course, for every topic you are going to have an architecture diagram. So your learning path is going to be, first we will take the architecture, first we will try to understand the use case, and then we will try to see the theory, and then we will try to implement that in our cloud with our own hands, and then you will be given assignments to complete the work. Okay, so how you guys are going to start your journey in this course is like, we will go with the end-to-end architecture part, and then you are going to given a proper notes. So when I say like a notes, let me show you the notes as well, guys, so that you'll get a clarity that what you guys are going to learn. So let's take your AWS. So when we start with your AWS, right? So let's say like we are going to start with your IAM. IAM is one of the service. Okay. When we go and when you see the IAM service, you're going to get a clear clarity like where you should go, what option that you need to select. After you selecting the option, what you guys are going to get. Let's say like you are going to work with your custom policies. Under the custom policies, which option you need to select in the AWS cloud, and what username that you need to create, and what is the permissions and the privileges that you are going to give. So this will be your notes where you can blindly follow and complete your end-to-end practice. Not only this, but also you will be given end-to-end assignments. So when I say like an assignments, let's say like you guys are going to deal with a topic. Okay, let me walk you through the assignments. So let's say like you are going to work on a Route 53. Route 53 is a DNS service. So now in the Route 53, I will be giving you an architecture with a clear-cut instructions that what you need to deliver it. Even in real time, you're going to implement in the same way, guys. Okay, so see here. So your assignments are going to come like this. So you will be having a clear architecture with indicating like which option that you need to do first. So first I need to create a VPC, then I need to create an internet gateway, then I need to have a route table, and then the subnet, and then the servers. Okay, and then how am I going to create a hosted zone? What is a hosted zone? What is the explanation about that? What IP addresses that I need to take? See, assignments is going to be like this. And then once you submit the assignment, so you will be completing the assignment and you will be submitting that for the review. So which I will go through the review, I will take up the things, and then we will discuss. If you guys are having any doubts, we will take it up and then we will solve it. Right? So this is a glance view, guys. This is a glance view about your depth of the subject, starting from your architecture diagram, and then the way how we are going to explain, and the way how you are going to get the material, the way how you are going to get the assignments, and how we are going to track them, how you guys are going to learn. So this is not only one for one particular topic. Okay, this is for everything. The entire AWS you have your assignments, and likewise for the entire Azure you are going to have your assignments, and likewise you are going to have your entire assignments for your DevOps, like your Linux, like under the Linux, what are the different topics, or how you're going to deal with it, what is the architecture. So it's a proper plan that which we are going to apply. See, the end target for us is to make you guys to become a good DevOps and SRE engineers, so that you guys can go to the market and crack the interview and get a job. This is 100% a pure job oriented course that which we are presenting it to you. Now, you might be wondered to ask, like, sir, this is fine, sir, but what is the content that you are going to cover? Okay, let me walk you through the content, guys. Like, what is the content that I am going to cover as part of this entire course? Okay, so this will be your end-to-end course content, guys, that which we'll be covering as part of this course. Right, with regards to your course content, I'll be covering your AWS cloud, I'll be covering your Azure cloud, you will be learning your Linux administration, shell scripting, Terraform, Ansible, Git and GitHub, Jenkins, Dockers. You will be learning your EKS as well as AKS. You will learn what is a CI/CD process, what is the agile process, what is your Azure boards, means like how you guys are going to work on Jira stories, how you guys are going to get your requirements, what is the story points, what is the PI planning, how do you get a requirement, how do you solve the requirement, how do you submit your day-to-day work, how do you interact with your scrum masters, and what is your day-to-day stand-up meetings, what not, guys. Like I told you, everything whatever is required for you to be called as a DevOps engineers, everything we will deliver in this course. So it's going to be a full-fledged, a combined package which we are going to give you as part of this course. So where we will cover end-to-end projects on your entire AWS, including your end-to-end automation, and we will be covering the end-to-end automated pipelines on Azure platform, and we'll be covering your end-to-end CI/CD process on your microservice platforms in AWS and microservice platforms in Azure. So now, for completing this entire course content, it is going to take 4 months time for us. It's not going to be a single month, or it's not going to be a 40 days or 45 days of a course, guys. This is a pure 4 months course that which we are offering to you. So now you can imagine the depth of the content that which we are going to teach you as part of this course. Okay. Now, students will have a question like, sir, I am going ahead and I am going to come for these classes, sir. I will learn. But when I go to the market, then what are the different roles that I can apply? Sir, what roles am I eligible that I can apply in the market? Right? See, first thing you need to observe is you can apply for different roles like cloud engineers, platform engineers, DevOps engineers, and site reliability engineers. So since I am covering your automation, your platforms, your infrastructure automation, and your application automation and application deployment process. So like I mentioned, you guys should be ready for anything. When you are going to a market, you cannot simply say like, no, I am working only for an SRE. No, I am only working as a DevOps engineer. No, I am working only as a platform engineer. No, I know only how do I work with automation only. I know only the automation part at the infra layer. I don't know other things and all. It is not going to work out. Okay, simply doing a role of an automation don't call you guys as a DevOps engineer. You should be knowing what is an application, how do you build it, how do you deploy it, how do you maintain, how do you create an automation pipeline, how do you ensure like you are releasing your product to the customer. That is mandatory. Likewise, simply maintaining, monitoring the infrastructure, and then creating a few dashboards about your health check status, what is the CPU utilization, memory utilization, application status, application availability, won't give you a job when you go to the market, because people will ask you, how do you automate this entire workflow, how do you automate your infrastructure creation, how do you rebuild the infrastructure in another region, if in case of any sort of disaster happens in an organization, how fast are you going to bring back your entire company, how do you onboard your application on this infrastructure. Oh, you are talking all the time about creation of infrastructure only, but who is going to take care of applications? I need to install application softwares in 100 servers which are there in a production. Are you going to do it? If you say like, no, I will take care of only dashboarding, then it is not going to work out. You won't get a job. So that's the reason, guys, like I mentioned, right? This is the holistic course content which will give you the end-to-end knowledge on all the platforms, starting covering from your cloud engineers to platform engineers to DevOps engineers to site reliability engineers. Now, like you have seen, right, we have students who joined today for the sessions who have 15 years, 20 years of experience. Now they will be asking me a question like, okay, Shan, I'm joining this course, but I'm having so much experience with me. Then how much experience I can showcase when I go to the market? What is your confidence level in giving me the experience that I can keep it after I complete this course? Blindly, you can close your eyes and you can keep 7 years of experience as a cloud and a DevOps engineer in your profile. So here, when I say like a 7 years, imagine like you guys are having a 12 years of experience. From past 12 years, you are working on a QA, or from past 12 years, you're working as a developer. Then what I mean here, 7 years is out of 12 years, close your eyes and remove 7 years and keep 7 years as a DevOps engineer. The course content depth, whatever I'm going to cover, so this you guys can cover it up as a pure DevOps engineer, as a real-time DevOps engineer in your profile. The content which I'm going to cover gives you the equal hands-on experience, the real-time hands-on experience of a real-time engineer who is having an equivalent experience of 7 years. You can literally compete with the candidate. Okay. Now you might be wondered, sir, you are giving us 7 years, sir. Are you really sure? Okay, guys, I am teaching only DevOps from past 7.5 years. My total IT experience is 15 years. Right now, I am working as a DevOps architect. Means I have designed n number of projects for US, UK, Singapore, India, Australia. I have worked with multiple customers across multiple countries. Okay, so having a wide range of implementations where I have done end-to-end migrations from monolithic into microservices, on premises into the cloud, as well as I have automated an entire application deployment process with a single click deployment strategies. I have optimized the end-to-end applications, so where there is zero downtime for the applications when they go and when they release the product to the market. So you can't even imagine, the work which I have done, I have delivered to the customers, right? See, considering my vast experience, right? Even if you see in 7.5 years, I have placed thousands of students as a DevOps engineers, where we have took n number of batches, where I have trained n number of students. So where I have almost all my students get placed in almost all the companies. I have students in IBM, HCL, Infosys. You have if you name the company, I'll tell you the student. Okay, this is about me and my experience, guys. So now, considering a wide range of an experience which I hold it, I have designed this course content in a such a way that it covers each and every corner of your DevOps and cloud, which will help you out to get a great real-time experience and a good knowledge in this field. Okay, now few students will have 3 years, 4 years, few students will have a 0 years of experience, few students will have 7 years, few students will have 20 years, few students will have a bit more than that. Now, based upon your experience, you guys can go and you can give the interviews for the below positions. Like, if you are between 0 to 4 years, then you can go and you can apply for cloud engineers, platform engineers, DevOps engineers, and SREs. If you guys are ranging between 5 to 9 years, then you can call yourself as a senior cloud, senior platform, senior DevOps, and senior reliability. If you guys have experience between 9 to 15 years or and all above, then you guys can go and you can start giving the interviews for a principal cloud engineer, principal platform, principal DevOps, and principal SRE positions. Now you might be thinking, sir, what is about the salary expectations, sir? How I can go and how I can ask in the market about my salary, right? See, guys, in DevOps domain, blindly you can close your eyes and you can ask your years of experience into 3. But if you are a good negotiator, where you have a good bargaining skills, then you can expect up to 4 as well. And it depends upon the interview and the position what the company is hiring. Let's say like a few students will tell me, sir, I am having 7 years of experience, sir. 7 into 3, you told me like I will be getting 21 lakh package, sir. Right now I am having only 7 lakh package. Can I ask for 21? Guys, see the question here, right? One student asked me a question, sir, I'm having 7 years, sir. My salary is 7 lakhs right now. But as per a formula which you have told, right? Just now you only told like years of experience into 3. Means like 7 into 3 is a 21 lakhs. Can I ask 21 lakhs, sir, in the interview? Are they going to release the offer, guys? 21 lakhs with the current salary keeping 7? Is it optimistic ask, guys? Anyone can answer this one?
Yes, you can.
Good. So guys, you can't do such kind of a crazy things. Why? The market industry is maximum it will give you 100% hike on your current. Max to max you can ask is 110% with the joining bonus. This is what you can get it from the industry. Do not expect that you have a less salary and you are asking for a 3 times or a 4 times of your or 300 200% of hike. Please don't expect. Market will not give. It's very rare where companies don't afford to give you. Maximum you can get is 100% hike. Okay, and if you have already crossed that slab, then you have to consider yourself years of experience into 3 or 4. Okay, so this gives you a detailed view that what we are going to teach, why you guys have to opt for this course, what is the benefit that you guys are going to gain after you guys join this course, how we are going to teach you, what is the mode that we are going to deliver the content, how you guys are going to get the assignments, all the futuristic track I have presented you in front of you. I have presented the things in front of you. Okay, so now few students have asked Mahesh like okay, what's the key difference between a DevOps and SRE? What is the major thing that we are going to have it? Sir, here you told like you're going to bring up one course where we are going to cover everything, like starting from cloud engineering, platform engineering, DevOps engineering, and then site reliability engineering. Sir, what are the or what are the key changes, sir, that where I need to concentrate in terms of an SRE, where I should concentrate in terms of a DevOps, where I should concentrate in terms of a platform and a cloud engineer? Okay, let's first of all let's try to figure it out, what is this main DevOps doing here, and then figure it out what exactly this SREs and the other practices that we are having. Guys, before we go on, if you guys have any other doubts where you would like to ask, you can ask me now. After clearing doubts, we will go with the differentiation. Anyone
I saw
have
that.
doubts yet?
I saw that these classes are on daily basis. Do we have very specific to weekends?
Right now, I'm afraid to say no, Mohan. See, generally, I'm not a big fan of going for the weekend, only weekend-based classes, because uh, here, if you see the syllabus is a bit vast, right? Where we are covering around, almost like 15 subjects with 5 projects almost, right? So now, if a candidate is coming, right, guys, please listen to me carefully, right? So please do not do such kind of mistakes as well. Don't go and join anywhere where you are going to learn or join the course on a weekend classes. DevOps, it won't work out on the weekends, guys. The major problem is if you go for a weekend classes, any trainer, he tend to take at least 6 to 7 hours of a session, because in 2 hours or 3 hours in a weekend is not enough for you to get a job. Just for the namesake, might be trainer will help you out with some knowledge, but ideally that course is not going to work out, which means like a trainer on both the Saturday and Sunday, he have to dedicatedly take 6 plus 6 12 hours of a class that you need to attend, which means like already Monday to Friday you will be exhausted with the existing work. Now you will be getting a lenience of some break on a Saturday and Sunday. Now you will be living in the institute on Saturday and Sunday. Now, how long you need to live like this? You need to live the next 4 to 5 months. Can you guys imagine without a break next to 5 months? Anyone is there who can sacrifice it? Anyone? Can we make it, guys? Can we join any course where we will say like, okay, I'm open to give my weekends for this learning? Is it possible to achieve, guys? Is it possible to learn? Yes or no? No answers? No one want to answer?
No.
It is not realistic, Mahesh.
Very nice. Good one. Thanks, guys. Thanks for answering the question, right? In a real
Mahesh,
world,
maybe I would differ, but see,
no
right
problem.
now
No
I'm
problem.
doing AML PGP course, which is 1 year course, all based out in the afternoon. I mean, in the weekends. I've done my ISB course, which is like, every 6th week, 1 week I have to spend in that this thing. So,
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, it depends on the kind of commitment. I don't want to comment
No
whether it is
problem.
possible,
No problem.
whether it is possible or not. And I also want to comment on the one part that you said, right? I know 100% is what. So I think during Corona time, when people are hiring, they gave even 400% also. Oh, so it again, a lot depends on the demand and supply and what kind of conditions we have. Yeah, I understand. What I realize is like when constant touch with one advantage of on a daily classes, you are in constantly touch, so you are not deviating to an extent. But when it's a weekend class, the problem is if you have the dedication to study during or keep in touch with the course, then it might really work because you have to do something about it. But if you don't do anything during the weekdays and you only do it on weekends, we tend to learn or know things but not learn things. That's what happens. So this is
Good,
out of
Mohan.
experience.
Let me. No problem, Mohan. See, in fact, I agree on that part, Mohan. Right? Let me give you some insights on that. Right? If I am doing right, if you see me, I'm also doing a course. Right? Even though I have 9 hours of my daily work, and then I spend 4 hours of my training schedule on different things, and I spend day to day interaction with the students and the client handling and multiple projects across different countries. Right? Even I do my own learning. Right? See, when we talk about learning on the weekends, especially on our diploma courses or on our PG courses or in your or doing MS courses, right? See here, the ultimate goal what we look for is like getting a certificate, not a job. So the major part where you need to differentiate is like learning is a different thing, whereas getting a job is different thing. In the learning, I have an option. If I want, I will learn today, or else I'll take it tomorrow. But when you are going for a job perspective, you don't have an option of leaving that day. So it's always like I have to keep push myself. I have to ensure like I'm reaching it, reading it, learning it, implementing it. But in terms of an university or in terms of any kind of a learning perspective, if I am going, my target will be always getting a certificate. After I get a certificate, then the way how am I going to implement is entirely going to be different. So here I have more options when I go for any kind of an PG diploma, or if I go with some sort of educational courses, I will have an option with me. But in terms of real time getting a job on the floor, you get only pressure but not the pleasure of choosing the options. But like you said, I totally agree. Like, we have different mindsets, different students who needs a different options based upon their learning path. But, like the other way which you have mentioned, right? Yes, I totally agree. Like where, I have a student who got 150, 160 percentage of hike because the major part is like they stick with the same company for past 7 years, and they were early every year they used to get only 30,000, 40,000 hike on their current. Imagine like the guy have joined as a fresher in that company with a 4 lakh salary. Every hike of a 2 lakh, or see every hike of 30,000, 40,000. Even if the guy is staying in the same company for 7 years, 7 5 max to max 35, 3.5 lakh to the 4 lakh, 7.5 is what that guy is getting in his hand. Now for such kind of a candidate, definitely if they through the interview, they have a scope of asking for 200% hike even. Market will give, and the position will ensure like you guys are getting it. But not in all the cases like you will be very fortunate enough to get a 200% hike. But like Mohan mentioned, we have cases where people have received it. We have cases where people have achieved it. Thanks, Mohan. Thank you so much for your insights.
One
I
other
totally
question,
agree.
if I may ask. I
Please,
mean,
Mohan,
sorry.
please. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No problem,
So I
please.
know you did talk about till 15 plus years, 15 years,
Mm.
right? About the prospects of which of them can be, what happens after 15 years. Somebody learns and he achieved the principal engineer, principal architect of DevOps and all. What's there for them in the next? I'm just trying to understand how
Yeah.
prospective is
See,
SRE and DevOps.
good. See, sir. See, when you are talking about the growth, especially the growth part on the DevOps, we have many layers of a growth. Like we discussed, like I mentioned here, right? So we are having the roles over here up to 15 years I covered over here, right? Till 15 years, you guys can go and you can apply your positions. Till principal DevOps or principal site reliability, you can go. So now here you will be deviating from two paths. So if you want to be on a more on the technical side, then you can go on the architecture, like how I am currently working on. If you feel like no, I want to be technical a little bit, but more onto the people management, where I want to become a delivery of a region, where I want to take care of the entire end-to-end the ownership of the entire platforms, which includes the application as well as reliability, which includes the other things. Then what you can achieve is like you can go as a DevOps manager. Now, once you have gone as a DevOps manager, right, after that, you can become a VP of a DevOps. After you achieve your VP, you can become a SVP of DevOps or the entire infra platform, which includes your infrastructure as a service, your power platform as a service, your software as a service. So which includes your cloud platforms, which includes your on-premise platform, which includes integration platforms, which includes your database services, which includes whatnot, basically end-to-end things. So now after this, if you ask me, it entirely depends upon the organization hierarchy, how you are having it. But if you are growing in this way, right, in this way, once you reach out as an DevOps architect position, so then you have to scale your knowledge onto the senior level. So whenever you say like a senior level, the senior level is going to be more onto the application architecture. like how the API integrations are going to be, how a handshake is going to work, how the security of your company you're going to take care, how you are going to design the applications robust, which handles the infrastructure automation, application automation. Your broader way, the mindset how you have to grow it. It differs like how challenging the environment you're going to face. So now I'm going in this phase. So right now my path is this phase, because I'm not planning to go in this path, because this path won't suit me, because it involves more people management. But this involves more challenging, like technical challenges. How do you face the issues, how do you build your infra robust nature, and many xyz things and all. So now here, if you talk me about the experience part, it entirely differs. You might be having 20-25, see, up to next 30-35 years of next my professional IT experience. I don't have any worries. If it is not this company, other companies are ready to hire me, because I know what I know what they want. Because technical, always you have a life, but here it depends. If the position is open for you, then you will have a room. If there is no position, then you have to wait. Hope it clarifies your doubt, Mohan.
Yeah.
Okay, but we have growth. There is no full stop for you in DevOps.
So my quick question.
Yeah, Kofi, go ahead.
Yeah. So you go from a DevOps manager straight to VP. Wouldn't you go to director level before you go to the VP?
When you say like a director, right? See, it entirely depends upon the organization hierarchy. Okay, let's say like you are going to Barclays, right? If you go as a Barclays, when any engineer is joining, he will be given as a position as a VP. So is it meaning that he is going to be act like a real VP? But Kofi, do you think that he is going to be act like a VP?
Say that again.
Yeah, so you have to concentrate. Okay, when you ask a question, you should be a bit attentive to listen to the answer as well. Okay, so I was asking, like, imagine like an engineer is joining a company and he's just having 7 years and he was given a designation as a VP. We have companies who provides that. Now, can we say like that guy is going to take a real a real position as a vice president? Do you feel?
Yeah, so I think it's going to depend on the organization structure, like you said.
Exactly. There the point is, right? Not every organization is going to have a director of a department. You don't have it. If they have it, then the architecture, the hierarchy is going to be different. But the architecture hierarchy which I have, or the design pattern which I have told you, is based upon the common industry trend. Now, before I go as a VP, it's not mandatory for me to become a director. Why I should become a director? If that role itself is not there, then I don't become. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay, it depends. If that company demands for a director of a DevOps, but I have frankly asking, right? I have never seen any director position for DevOps in most of the companies till now. But I have VPs, I have managers, and I have SVPs who handle the entire products. But director, it's a bit different for me. Okay, guys. Hope I have answered you most of your questions. Last time I'm asking any other doubts, guys, before we proceed for the understanding of DevOps versus SRE.
Yes.
Chan, I just need to know about this time.
About what, Bharat?
Sorry. Need to know about the timing. Do we have any possibility to have a conduct morning sessions?
Better, Bharat, you can get in touch with Mahesh. Okay, Mahesh will help you on this part.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Please get in touch with Mahesh. Okay, Mahesh will help you out on the timings and fees related things, everything management related things. You can reach out to Mahesh. He will help you out.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Coffee.
yeah,
Maybe.
I want to know the difference between the DevOps Architect and the DevOps Engineer.
Okay, maybe this is not the right forum right now to discuss on this part, Kofi. But yeah, once you join the classes, once you are part of this course, right? So then, one fine day during our weekend session time, that time we will discuss more on this part because it needs more time. And, it's almost like, 9:30 in India. So people might be in a hungry state. If I take 15 more minutes, then people will be, thinking why this guy is eating our time. Hope you got it, Kofi.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we will have this conversation, but I really like the way how you ask the question. Okay, it's important to know. Maybe I can expect like you are having more experience than the guys. That's the reason you are more interested in that. I agree on that. Cool. So guys, let me explain you a little bit, right? See, generally whenever we talk about DevOps and when we talk about our SREs, okay, so these two are almost equivalent. They go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. You don't find much difference in a company like any kind of a startup company or in a mid-scale company. You don't find much difference between these two candidates, these two positions. Almost they do the same work. But if you guys are working in an enterprise where you have around like a 4,000 plus employees, so then you start seeing the major difference between SREs and DevOps. Otherwise, you don't realize that okay, this is SRE work and this is a DevOps work. Now, in terms of a tooling, if you see the tooling, guys, these two guys they deal with the common tool. So the tooling part, if you see, these guys handle CI/CD. They handle infrastructure as a code using different tools like Terraform, CloudFormation, or Pulimni, or your ARM templates, your biceps, your other XYZ tools, whatever the fancy tools that we have. This comes under in your infrastructure as a code. Now, with regards to your CI/CD, they will handle right both the candidates, both the SREs and DevOps. Both the guys they should be familiar with the Git, GitHub, GitLab, Jenkins, Azure repositories, Azure pipelines, DevOps, Circle, CI. All these are all the common tools. Both the guys they will be using it. Okay, in terms of your configuration management tools, both the candidates or both the job designation guys they deal with Ansible. So Chef and Puppet they're all obsolete now. These days we are not using it. In terms of a container and orchestration, yes, these guys they will they'll have knowledge on Docker, Kubernetes. And in terms of a monitoring, this is the one of the key point guys that I'm stressing it out. Monitoring, DevOps engineers they don't concentrate more on the monitoring part, they concentrate more on the application part, whereas your SREs will be deep diving onto the monitoring part. So SREs have an upper hand in the monitoring, whereas the DevOps engineers have a little lower hand in the monitoring. They don't care much on the monitoring, where they concentrate more on the application automation. Now, in terms of a cloud platform, if you see, both the DevOps engineers should be knowing the cloud platform, and SREs also should be they need to know the cloud platform. There is no differences. In terms of a security and a compliance, right? So security and compliances, yes, DevSecOps part, yes, both the candidates they should be knowing about their DevSecOps roles and responsibilities. It's mandatory that both the guys should be knowing it. Now, in terms of a scripting and automation, it's mandatory that both the candidates should know Bash or else Python, or it's shell scripting. So some sort of a networking also, it's mandatory that both the guys should have version control, like your Git, Azure repos, or your GitLab, or your Bitbucket, your Stash. They also should be knowing, both the candidates should be knowing these two things. Agile and the Scrum problem or the Scrum process, both the guys should be following it. Sir, what is this, sir? Everything you are reading and everything you are telling, like both the guys should be knowing each thing. Then what is the key difference here? Then what is the key difference? Then why do we have two different roles? Why we have a DevOps and why we have SREs? Right? See guys, with regards to the learning, that's the reason I told you, right? You can blindly apply for SRE positions, or else you can blindly apply for DevOps positions after completing the course, because I'm covering both. But the major difference that you guys will come to know when you are dealing with your SREs versus your DevOps is in terms of your deployment automation. in terms of your deployment automations, right? DevOps engineers concentrate more onto the deployments. So when I say like a deployment automation, imagine like I am watching Netflix today. Okay, let's say like I'm having 100 movies in my list. If I go tomorrow and if I watch the movies, total number of movies in the Netflix, is it going to be only 100, guys? Anyone answer, please? Today I see 100 movies. The total count as 100 in Netflix. Tomorrow when I go, do you see only 100 there? Don't you see new edition?
Yes, you see new edition.
Yeah, guys, definitely you will see the new edition. But here, if you observe what is happening, everything is happening live deployment. Everything happens in front of us. So such kind of a faster delivery related work will be done by DevOps engineers. Whereas your SREs don't focus on that. Your SREs focus on more on the infrastructure, more on the infrastructure availability, more on the infrastructure monitoring. But the DevOps engineers concentrate more on the application, like your Netflix, like your Amazon Prime, like your Uber, like your Ola, like your Zomato, like your Swiggy, like your Citibank, your ICACA Bank. All these all are what? All these are all the different applications that we have in the market. So your DevOps engineers are going to be more concentrating on the application part, but not on the infra part. Whereas your SREs, they concentrate more on the infrastructure part. Okay. Now in terms of a monitoring, so in terms of a monitoring, DevOps engineers, they concentrate only on the logs and the alerts. But SREs are not like that. They are going to concentrate more on the SLAs, and then they concentrate on the errors in defining the observability end to end. These guys will take care. Okay. Now with regards to the incident handling, let's say like there is a production issue, production in something got down, then DevOps engineers, they are not primary focused. They don't care about infrastructure stability and handling the incident related things and all, whereas your SREs are the primary focus. So they will take care of end to end priority 1 and priority 0 incidents, and they will ensure like they are properly providing the root cause analysis. They do the post-mortem, like how this issue have come, who have initiated this, what caused this, why it went down, who was the reason behind the scenes, how come this has happened, what could be the issue that this have triggered, what we should be doing so that in the future we don't land on the same problem. The problem versus the initiator plus the solution, everything your SREs will provide. But in case of DevOps, for the same incident handling, we don't care. We'll say like, okay, incident that will be taken care by the SREs, let them take. Now, with regards to the reliability metrics, okay, so when we say like a reliability part end to end will be taken care by your SREs. Like how stable the platform is, how good is the platform, is it supporting 99.9% of uptime, is it giving me the pure CPU utilization alerts, is it giving me the application reliability related things, is application is stable, is it is serving the user traffic, is it really ready to take the workloads beyond the capacity. So such kind of reliability metrics, everything will be handled by the SREs, whereas in terms of a DevOps, we just see the results, but we don't concentrate more on that. Now, engineering mindset. Okay, with regards to the engineering mindset, DevOps engineers concentrate more in tool chain integration, like your quality gate integrations, your sonar, your vulnerability integrations, your security related integrations, your application integration test related things, your application system integration related things. These kind of an integration things will be the mindset for a DevOps engineer, whereas SREs will be more on to the systems thinking, like Okay, if I am getting a 1 million request onto the infrastructure, is my infrastructure is auto scalable? Is my servers are my servers are going to be available, or my servers are going to handle the workloads, or my servers are going to scale by themselves? Is the networking is going to be a glitch? Is the downstream application is going to be a glitch? Or the system integrations inside the internal network, is there is going to be any glitch? Are they capable enough to take the load? So this kind of a mindset will be with the SREs, whereas the mindset of a DevOps is a purely on the application part. Application integrations, application security, application vulnerability, application deployment, application releases. It's more onto the DevOps part, whereas SR is concentrate more onto the infrastructure part. Now, with regards to the testing part, right? See, whenever we say like a testing is what, right? Application, is it enough to overcome the quality gates, overcome the automation, overcome the vulnerabilities using different tools like shift left and then the automation. But with regards to the SREs, it is more onto the failure. Okay, let's say like I am giving 1 TPPS load onto the infrastructure. Is the infrastructure ready to handle that load? I will, let's say like I'm running 3 servers behind the load balancers. I will go and I will forcefully kill one server. Is the application can able to handle the workload? I will say like, okay, out of 3 servers which are there in the databases, I will bring down 2 servers in the databases. Is the application capable enough to write the data to the database? So such kind of a chaos related work we will be doing in the SREs. So where we call it as a chaos engineering, right? These are all the common differences, guys. These are all the most common specific differences that we can say what we have in between a DevOps and SREs. Right? So guys, I think this session it have given you a good overview, like what we are going to teach, and what we are going to deliver as part of this course, and what is the key difference between DevOps and SREs. And we have many things, many more implementations, many architectures that we are going to discuss as part of this course. The course is going to be more fun and more knowledge where you guys are going to get out of it, right? So you can be part of the sessions. Tomorrow we will be starting our first subject, that is AWS cloud. We will try to learn the architecture, design and implementations. Okay, so I think like we are good to go, guys, for today. And if you would like to enroll yourself, you can reach out to Mahesh, so where Mahesh will be helping you out in onboarding you guys to the classes. Okay, and I believe you all are part of the WhatsApp group. If you guys are not part of the WhatsApp group, reach out to Mahesh, he will help you out. Okay, guys,
Yes,
I think we're good to go for today. Thank you so much for joining for the session. Have a great day.
quick question.
Yeah, Kofi, go ahead, please.
Yes. So what's the duration of the class?
Okay, class duration is going to be, every day you're going to have 1.5 hour session, and it's going to be 4 months course.
4 months.
Yeah, Monday to Friday it is 1.5 hour, and Saturdays you are going to have 2.5 hour session. Sunday is a holiday.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So
Mhm.
is this mainly AWS platform, or you're gonna combine Azure as well?
Yeah, this is a combined. I will be covering both the clouds. It's a multi-cloud. It's a
Okay.
multi-cloud DevOps and SRE roles.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you.
cover both the platforms, Kofi.
Okay.
Great, great. Say hi to your kid, huh? I'm listening to him.
Yeah, they're trying to learn DevOps too.
Oh my God, oh my God. That's nice to hear, Kofi. Good, good. Okay, guys, then let's catch up tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Mahesh sir,
All
you
right,
there?
thanks.
You'd like to add anything? Fine, guys, then. See you. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.